Hey there, I'm back. Short break, so hope you're refreshed, ready for the next home run. Now, where are we going from here? We've got the big awards now. We've got the state awards. We've got the highest achievers in Australia, and of course, the big one is going to be it's the number one salesperson in Australia. So we've got 7 trophies to go. 7 more acknowledgements for absolutely amazing, outstanding achievement. So these following awards really um, sum up the best of what we have in Easy Agent. These guys have and girls have really made such a difference to um, their lives, their, their clients, their customers, um, their communities. And this is the big thing as well, is this is what a lot of the time goes unrecognized, is the effect when you're doing really well in business, you're actually having such a positive effect on everyone else around you. And you're actually changing not just your life, you're changing your family's life, you're changing your communities, everyone around you. So, I think it's our obligation to do well. And this is what we're trying to do. Now, the derivative, and unfortunately, everyone measures everything by money, which is honestly, it's pretty unfortunate. But because it's such a fickle benchmark. But unfortunately, that's the way our modern society is. But um, one thing you can't put a price on them, and that's the happiness of your family, happiness of your partner, the smile on his or her face when you come home from work and you've had a great day and you sold another property and business is going well and you've got a positive attitude and when you get up in the morning you jump out of bed and you're super pumped to start because no other reason than you're just absolutely loving what you're doing. And it's those who know me know that it's I'm out at 3:30 every morning, and that's just straight up and into the day. There's so much to do in a day that I find it it's hard to imagine you waste up so much time sleeping when you could be doing things. So but that transpires into a productive, fruitful, satisfying experience, and you do that daily, and you have great rewards. And these following people have proven that time and time. And I think on the first part of our awards night here, I did make a mention to of how Ian Vassallo down in Sydney, he's working through till 1, 2 in the morning, and so he's messaging me. I'm getting up out of bed. And he's messaging me, and he's going to bed. So, he works like a nappy. It's unbelievable. So, um, in saying this, I know I promised you I wouldn't I wouldn't say any more jokes, but I do have one more for you. Now, this one is actually quite good. So. I hope you enjoy it. It's sad when you start laughing at your own jokes before you're in trouble. But there's a real estate agent. You've probably heard this one anyway. Real estate jokes don't. Everyone in the industry knows real estate jokes, and everyone says the same things. The agent goes into his boss and says, "Hey, boss, Mr. Boss, I need I need a commission raise. I need more money." And he goes, and the boss just sits back in his chair and says, "Why would that be? Like, and he says, well, boss, I've got 3 other companies chasing me, so you know, you really need to pay me more commission." And the boss goes, 3 other companies chasing you, and the agent says, "Yes, boss, the telephone company, the gas company, and the electricity company." Come on, that's great. It's funny. No, is it? I don't know. But, I'll get a laugh out of it. All right, moving along. So salespeople of the year. So we'll go through each state. We'll start with New South Wales. So salesperson of New South Wales, number one salesperson. Um, this is a measure on, like I said, it's not just GCI, it's not the gross commission income. It's sales volume, it's the culture, it's the work ethic, the application, it's everything. It's when you're creating something bigger than yourself, I believe that needs to be acknowledged. And this following gentleman certainly has done that. He's absolutely set the world on fire out there in Western Sydney. Might give it away. Yes, that's right. It's Mr. Ian Vassallo. Well done, Ian. There you go. That big one there's right for you. So, sales agent of the year, New South Wales. Number one, numero uno, goes to you, Mr. Ian Vassallo. Well done. Congratulations, Ian. Let's go north of the border, up to Queensland. Now, they say Queensland is beautiful one day, fantastic the next. Now, this next gentleman probably can testify to it, living in the beautiful Gold Coast region. Yes, that's right, on the Gold Coast from Mermaid Beach. The number one salesperson award goes to Mr. Guy Elliott. Here we go, Guy. That one's for you. Now, anyone who hasn't seen this, there we go. Will that come up all right? I'll take pictures of these later for you so I can see what's on them, and we'll post them into our group. But that's for your marvellous year this year, guys. So thank you very much. You can put this one straight into the pool room, yeah? Okay, fantastic. Great work, Guy. So let's go south of the border, going all the way to Victoria. And this gentleman has had a mention earlier tonight, and he's, I think I shared a story about how unbelievable he's changed his life and really made a massive difference to his family and those people around him. He's a hard worker, never gives up, and he just keeps trying. And if it doesn't work, he reassesses and he tries again. And he just keeps going, and he just keeps going until he gets the results he wants. I think it's that tenacious attitude that's going to absolutely allow him to dominate his area in 2018. So the number one salesperson in Victoria award this year for 2017 goes to Mr. Cam Seaburn. And this one's for you, Cam. There you go. Well done, champion. What an awesome effort. So proud of you, mate. Well done. That's absolutely outstanding. So there's our three state number one finalists. And you all, seriously, if the guys are here, we're giving a big hug and a round of applause because absolute Trojans, they work so hard and tirelessly, and they're pushing every angle for their vendors and making all the difference. So, and the testimonials, I've read the testimonials from these guys. Their clients love them. Now, the testimonials from the buyers, the testimonials from the sellers, everyone just loves these guys. Now, what does that tell you about? Now, it just shows if you're working hard and you've got the right attitude, everyone just wants you to do business. And once you've got the business, as you close it, you sell it, and you move on to the next one. I mean, these guys have got it down pat. They're working so hard to get the results. It's unbelievable. So, everything that we preach and that we teach, these guys are doing. And you can do this as well. And we like to think that through the Easy Agent Academy next year, that's exactly what you're going to be doing. And if you don't know how to do it, we'll show you how. If you're not happy with how you're traveling at the moment, we certainly can help you take it to the next level. Those who are actually smashing it and want to go to 2, 3, 4 exit, we can do that as well. So next year, I tell you, and I'm not joking, I don't say this lightly, the Easy Agent Academy is what is my entire motivating driver right now. Over the Christmas break, there's no Christmas break. We're going right through to make sure that we launch that in January in its entirety. And of course, through the year, we'll be adding more and more items and trainers and resources to that side of the business. So let's have a quick look now. Up in Queensland, I just want to share something with you. there's another side to the Easy Agent business that's unique to Queensland, and all you guys in the other states of Australia, I'll just explain a little bit of what it is, so you're not completely in the dark. It's regarding on-site management. Now, there's this thing called management rights up here in Queensland, and how it works is you have your resort complex, you have your residential complex. Now, there's multi-strata titled properties, and they might have anything from 30 to 130 or 230 units or apartments. Now, up here, the developers have the luxury of selling off what they call management rights, which is the business of looking after this property. And you get, there's two sides to it. Of course, everyone contributes to what we call like the caretaker's a salary where you maintain with all the common area. And the other side is you have the luxury of having an instant property management business. So that's quite popular up here in Queensland, and there's a couple of thousand management rights complexes all the way up the coast in Brisbane, so everything from the Gold Coast to Port Douglas. And we've in the Easy Agent group, we've got about 300 odd on-site managers as part of our business, and a lot of them are primarily focused on the property management side. So we've got about 4,500 properties under management through the Easy Agent system, and we've been running that side of the business now. That's perpetuated and carried over from the previous company, or the property group, which have been trading since its inception, back in 2003, I think it was, somewhere around that. And so we've had this service with the on-site managers. We have a few thousand properties on the books now for many years, 10, 12 years. So we've been doing it some time, and but a lot of the on-site managers like to control. It's only good business sense. They like to control what happens within their business and within their complex. So they look at the sales and the resales of the units in the buildings in their complexes. So obviously they have a say whether it's an investor goes in or an owner occupier, because it has a big difference to big impact to their letting pool in their rental in the property management business. So from that side, we encourage a lot of the on-site managers to join in our sales program, which is similar to what everyone else is doing in Easy Agent, and they don't need everything that we do in the full service application. But one guy who's really taken this and grabbed it with both hands and recognised what an absolute monumentous difference it can make to his business is this chap on the Gold Coast. So our number one on-site manager sales award goes to Mr. Guy Elliott. So well done, Guy. This trophy here is for you. This is in recognition for everything that you've done in the on-site management side of the business, and what you've actually achieved within Easy Agent, but combining that with your other role as an on-site manager. And you're leading the way. You're actually an inspiration to many other on-site managers around Queensland. They speak so highly of you, and they just see you as such a role model. And you've forged the path for them. They can actually see the light. What the changes that you've done in your business, that's what a lot of the others are hoping to achieve in their business. So you've shown the way, and you're setting the model, and I can't thank you enough. And I'm sure many other on-site managers around Queensland would echo exactly the same sentiment. Very, very proud of what you've done there at Mermaid Beach, mate. So outstanding work. Well done. And 2018, I'm sure you're going to do it all again. Well done, mate. Now, let's move on to the last part of the awards night. Are we all having a good time? Fantastic. Good to hear a few things. Different people, different names. a little bit of insight to the business. So fantastic. Now, this next bit, what we're going to recognise now is two things. One, we've got one award for the highest sales volume in Australia sold by an agent. So now we all work in different farm areas, different locations now. All the properties are different. So what we felt was needed to be recognised is the fact that we can't all just compete on a gross commission, on a monetary recognition. Now, I understand historically in real estate, it's the monetary side that always gets recognised. So you go to any of the franchise agencies awards nights, and I've seen quite a few of them, and it's all, hey, this guy's in the $5 million club, this one's in the $10 million club, this one gets a trophy because he sold 20 million, blah, 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 money, 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 money. Now, what people forget is that you may have an agent in maybe a rural area, an outline, an outskirt. Now, house prices are a little bit cheaper. They're not going to be able, it doesn't matter how much volume they sell, they will never hit the monetary, the commission heights of someone working in a Sydney or in a Melbourne or some of the better parts of Brisbane. So that's just reality, and it's not going to happen now. So it's no, it's not like they're not putting the effort in. They're working hard. I mean, if these people, these individuals, happen to be located with in a city environment, they would be, and they had the same sales achievements, the same turnover, the volume, they would be absolutely slaying it. They would be in line for some of the highest accoladed award in the country. So sales volume, I think, is a great effort. So the number one, the award, the Easy Agent Award for 2017, highest volume of sales in Australia out of all the agents, out of the whole company, goes to Miss Vivian Wellington out at Wellington. There you go, Viv. Viv has, let me just put everyone in the picture now. Viv has worked for another agency out there and got a little bit frustrated at processes, and as we all do, and this is a big reason why a lot of us are part of Easy Agent, and because we want to do things better. We can do things better, and you want a little bit more freedom to do it your way. And Viv certainly has done that, and she went out on her own, and she does have a business partner there who looks after the property management side. So the two girls work in the same team out there next to each other. But Viv's the main driver of the business. Now, Viv has the turnover there. Now, what she's done in the community and the way she's approached it, the community has responded with so much love and grace to her that everything she touches just literally turns to soul. And she's turning them over left, right, and centre. And we sit here and the admin girls, it's coming in, the sales advisors are coming in, and Viv will send through 3 and 4 at a time. And we seriously, when the emails come in from Viv, it's all hands on deck because everyone's busy processing them. It's just wonderful. And I couldn't be happier for Viv, because when you work as hard as what she does, and you're as good as to people around you as what she is, it's just lovely to be repaid in such a nice manner that the community has with her. And like I say, unfortunately, Viv's not with us tonight because she's, I think, from memory, was it, and I know you're correct on this, Viv, but I think it was one of the community organisations you were voted in on the panel for your president, and you had to attend that award, that ceremony tonight. But look, I'm sure you'll watch the video of this later, Viv, and like I say, I couldn't be prouder of what you've done in 2017. absolutely amazing, and so grateful to have you as part of the team. Um, and it's just great to know you as a person as well, and what you've accomplished and been through in life. So this is just a recognition award for your outstanding achievement with the sales volume. Well done, Bill. This one's for you. So moving on to our next award, in saying what we've just said, there is of course the recognition has to be there for the agent who's literally written the most commission out of every agent here in Australia for Easy Agent. So highest GCI sales award. It's a big one. It means a lot because it means that this person is really applying everything in the correct way. It means that the way they speak to people, their pitch, their close, their general patter is on song. It's a perfect reflection that you know what you're doing. It's a perfect reflection that people like what you're doing, and it just means you're heading the right path, and you're good at what you're doing. So there's no better measure than that than actually money in the bank, and that's at the end of the day, we're all in business for ourselves, and we're doing Easy Agent to create a better life for ourselves, and we work hard. Um, like we say, we don't want to get involved in commission splitting. That's all a thing of the past, and we want to make some money, and the money then gives us opportunity to create a better life for our family. It creates new opportunities, and it allows us to give back and do better things. So the 2017 award for highest GCI in Australia, any sales agent and Easy Agent award goes to Mr. Ian Vassallo. Well done, Ian. Again, you remember my story about Ian, Western Suburbs, emailing me at 1 and 2 in the morning. Now, Ian's the same, similar story to Cam in a way, where through his hard work, Ian also is completely debt free. So these types of things, and I don't say it lightly, we love changing lives, and Easy Agents helped Ian do that, and Ian's family now part of his reward to himself. This year, Ian took his family on holiday to Perth, and I saw some amazing pictures on Facebook that he shared. And if I understand correctly, Ian, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it was something you've been aiming to do now for quite a few years, I believe, and to actually have the capacity to grab the family, bundle them on the plane, and take them over there. Were you there 2 weeks, yeah, in Perth? Amazing. So it looked like you had a blast over there. It's a great reward for your tireless effort, and this little trophy is just a symbol of thanks and appreciation and token of recognition for your absolute amazing work through the year. So well done, Ian, and we look forward to great things in 2018. Well done. So that nearly brings us to the conclusion of our awards night. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. This has been an absolute buzz. I've always wondered what it's like to get up on stage and talk in front of a whole group of peers and colleagues, and I think this is the closest I've come to it. Now, I'm not a public speaker by any stretch of the imagination, but I tend to just talk from the heart, and yeah, hey, either like it or either don't. I might come across a bit of a lolly at times, but hey, that's just not all right. So, but you know how I feel, and you know what I'm thinking, and and I think everyone in the team, we're all very similar. So look, I really, really love what I'm doing here, and I absolutely admire what every one of you been doing this year, what the effort you put in. It's just amazing. Um, everything we're doing, everything you're doing, is adding to everyone around us, and it's helping grow the Easy Agent brand. The better we grow the brand as a whole, the better your business becomes as well for the recognition side. And I know it's early days, but things are moving ahead very quickly at the moment. So I think we stand to have great gains in 2018, and that's what I'm really excited about. So before we conclude, um, we've still got one, we've still got one more. We've got the big one, the number one sales agent in Australia. So we can't go without making a bit of fanfare about that. Now, if we had fireworks, if we weren't indoors, we'd do that. We don't have a band, a live band, which is a shame, but that'd be awesome. Maybe next year, yeah. Oh, next year. Hey, listen. Let me share this to you before we jump into the big award. Now, 2018 awards night. Now, I'll announce this here right now, and this is what's happening next year. And I mention it to you now because, of course, we want you to be part of this in a big way, in a big way. So, what's happening is we are going to combine it with a 2-day training seminar on the Gold Coast. So next year, the awards night will come live from the Gold Coast, but we have a venue already reserved, and so the process for next year will be we will host 2 days intensive training seminar on the Gold Coast, concluding with the awards night, which as well will be live streamed. But to be there in person would be a million times better, and this is what we want. We want to share this with you in person. And those who need to get back to their business and their families can fly back the next day. Those who are happy to stay on, we will have a day of fun, recovery, and recreation. So a couple of things on the Gold Coast we can do, and such we get out in the water. We might get up in the chopper. We might do a bit of go-karting. We might climb the sky deck at Q1, and we might. So there's a number of things there we've got in mind, but it's just a bonding session on day 3, and a bit of fun and relaxation, and a bit of fanfare. And I tell you what, I would love to have you with us, and if we can make that happen, we will. Yeah. So keep an eye out for this for 2018. But before we go, let's present the number one sales agent for 2017. The number one sales agent in Australia. Can anyone guess who it is? Come on. Who do you think it is? I can see a few names popping up on the screen there. I won't read them out because most of them have already guessed. There's some people are really listening here tonight, so that's awesome. Number one sales agent, 2017, Easy Agent Salesperson of the Year goes to Mr. Ian Vassallo. This is the big one for you, Ian. There we go. That's the big daddy. That's the big award. So, number one sales agent in Australia. That's it. Well done. And again, everything I've said before about the way you operate in your business and the way you conduct yourself, your sales record is unbelievable. Very, very proud of you, Ian. And just well done. And look, I've got no words, mate. It's just an absolute outstanding award. So take pride and place in your office when it gets sent down to you next week. And but I look forward to catching up. I'll be in Sydney in second week in January, Ian, and we'll get together then. And I look forward to discussing a few things for 2018 together, and let's see what we can do there. So well done, Ian. This one's to you. Congratulations. And congratulations to everyone else in Easy Agent. whether you got an award or not. If you didn't get an award, you might get one next year. Keep that in mind. Easy Agent, we're here. If you need anything at all over Christmas, the only times that we stop is Christmas Day, Boxing Day. We will not get anyone. But other than that, we are here. Live chats available. Call me personally, you're more than welcome. I love every one of you. I love what you're doing in the company. I love what we're doing in Easy Agent, and I cannot thank you enough. It's an absolute honour to be here and serving every one of you. So thank you very much, and have a good night. Thank you for tuning in, and let's do it all again in 2018. Thanks, everyone.